and I'm here to help you explore moving and dancing. You can use this video every day, as children's responses to it will be different every day. Our children are very creative and love to find new and inventive ways of expressing themselves. This video is split into 5 parts, and each of these parts will help you to get ready, to warm up, to go on a treasure hunt around your nursery to find the props and materials you need. It will help you explore, investigate and develop ideas in line with the characteristics of effective learning, and it will help you find suitable endings so that the children who have joined in are now ready to move on to other activities in the nursery. There are 3 things that you need to know about using this video. So one is that you are the facilitator. So all the best creative work will happen when you pause this video and you facilitate the work with the children. I'll be giving you lots of hints and pointers and ideas and things that you can say during the video. The other thing is that your children are very creative. As I've already said, our children love to find new ways to explore, to create, to investigate, to find links between things, to find new ways of moving. And this video is all about enabling them to do that. And the third thing is your involvement is key. So our bodies, our older bodies, don't move the same as our very young children. But our involvement, our engagement with the materials and with the ideas as the adults, modelling that really deep involvement is really key in your child's and your children's engagement. So the first thing we're going to do is get ready. And I'm going to play the same piece of music for getting ready each time we start dancing. And this will be a clue to all the children in the nursery that dancing and moving is about to start. So what is it that you need to do to get ready? You might need to take your shoes off if you're dancing inside and take any outdoor coats off. You might need to put your shoes on and put your coats and your waterproofs on if you're going outside. You might need to clear a space. You might need to move a little bit of furniture. You might need to have a little bit of a sweep if we're going to be working on the floor. You might need to clear a little bit of space outside. You might gather your children together just by asking the question, who's dancing today? Who's ready to dance? And you might find that your children start to move already. So they might start to shake a jiggle and wiggle and get excited about what's going to happen today. So, especially if you start to move, they might start to move too. You might start to bounce or swing or clap your hands. All this will bring the attention to the fact that dancing is starting. And it's about moving your body and having your own ideas. warm up our bodies. We're going to find all the different parts of our bodies, starting off with our head. Can you find your head and give it a bit of a squeeze? Can you find your shoulders? Can you give them a little bit of a wiggle? Can you find your elbows? Can you give them a bit of a dance? Can you find your fingers and give them a wiggle? And then maybe even hide them away and make them appear. Hide them away and make them appear. Give them a shake. Can you find your tummy where you put your breakfast or your lunch and give it a rub and a scrub? Big round circles. We're going to be talking about things that are round later on in this video. Can you find your knees and give them a bounce or a wiggle or even a swing? Can you find your feet? They're right there on the ends of your toes. Here's some more music to help you find different body parts and see how many different ways you can move them. Ask all the children in your group if they've got different ideas of the different ways they can move parts of their bodies. You'll be amazed how many different ways they can find. There'll be some ideas on screen for you to say as prompts for your children. For us to carry on with our warm-up and get our bodies really moving. So we're going to go and we're going to stop. So what I want you to start off with doing is seeing if you can shake your hands and maybe even shake your feet. And then stop. Really, really still. Are you ready? Let's try that again. We're going to shake everything. And then stop. Want to see if you can tap and clap. You might tap different parts of your body. You might just tap your knees. And stop. And again. And stop. Can you spin around? And stop. Can you spin the other way? and knees, crawling around the floor, moving forwards and backwards. And can you stop? Can you roll on the floor? Rolling on your tummies to your backs and round again. And then can you stop? Brilliant! I bet you've been really great at that going and stopping. Here's some more ideas for going and stopping that you can try with some music that stops and starts again. Now it's time for me to send you off on a treasure hunt around your nursery. You could be outside or inside. I'd like you to find some objects that we're going to move with. And I'd like you to find objects that are round. So these might be all kinds of things that you might find in your nursery. They might be rolls of tape, or balls, or a scarf scrunched up and knotted around with a piece of string. It might be a crayon that's round and rolls. It might be a pine cone, or a fluffy pom-pom. See what you can find in your nursery that's round. So now you've got all your objects that are round. Let's explore them. How can they move? Can they spin? Can they roll? Can they move along the floor? Can they squash? Can you throw them? Can you balance them on your head? Can you wobble them? Can you slide them? Can you roll them between your hands? Can you roll it all over your body, up and down your arms? Let's find different ways to move our objects that are round. yourself round. So can you make your hand round? Can you make your arms round? Maybe make your fingers round together, or make a round shape as much as you can. Or maybe even wrap your arms around yourself. Can you make your whole body round? You tuck everything in and make yourself as small and as round as you can be. Can you make your fingers go round and round in circles? Can you make them go all the way around your body? If you've got a slippy floor, you can spin them all the way around. Can you turn your whole body round and round and round? Can you spin your arms in circles, going this way and that way, and maybe both of them together? They could do small circles and big circles. Can you curl yourself up into a ball, tiny, 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 and then see if you can rock your way backwards and forwards, just like this. Some materials that you can spin around. So it might be that you've got a scarf, or you might even have something like a piece of an emergency blanket. And let's find out how many different ways we can spin around and around. This is lovely if you do it outside, because the wind will also take your materials and do magical things. together all the round objects that we've found and all the materials that we've been making go round and round and round. Have a look at them all. Is there a prop or an object that you'd like to move with now? Maybe there's a different one that you'd like to choose. Have a look at them and have a feel and see how they're all different. How does a different object make you want to move differently? We're going to finish off our session today by making some circles. Now you can do this either with some tape on the floor or with some material marking out a circle, or you could even get a hoop, a plastic hoop, and just place it on the floor. And I want to see if you can stretch inside the circle and then stretch up to the ceiling, and then see how many people you can fit inside the circle. Can you fit some people scrunched up, all tiny and round, very, very small round things themselves inside the circle? You might have more than one circle and just explore stretching from one circle to the other.